Hi there, it's Alexander Hager here again with another tech tip. And in today's video I'm going to explain how I warm up my differential in the most consistent way. As you may know, when you run a gear differential in the T4 touring car, or any touring car for that matter, or even in a pan car, it's very important to warm up the diff before you get on the track, for the reason that the car stays more consistent if you start your run with a diff that's been warmed up. And this is extra important when you run a heavy diff oil. So by heavy I mean 7, 8, 10,000 or anything higher than that. If you don't warm up the diff and you just put the car on the track, normally you'll struggle for the first few laps, that the car can be a bit loose and then it starts to settle. So to avoid that, we warm up the diff. And how can we do this in the easiest way? I use a function on the M17 radio which is called offset, and this function is often called throttle hold on some radios, but on the M17 the function is called offset. So I'm going to show you how to set it up properly. So take a look at these next few steps. So to set this up is fairly quick, but take some time to figure out if you don't know exactly how to do it. So I'm gonna show you. We go into settings and you switch to the throttle menu, go all the way down to offset, enter the offset menu, and the type, it's I up, it means idle up. Idle up is a nitro term which refers to the engine revving up to be able to start easier, but in this case that's the function we need to warm up the diff. So we're gonna set it to a point. That means the point of RPM that we're aiming for. We can switch it off for now because we're gonna assign a button for it. But the point, that's again, as I said, is the point of RPM which the throttle will travel to when you hit the button. So that's the point of RPM which is enough for the diff to warm up. So normally it's around 30% for modified. It depends of course on your speedo setting and on your type of motor and those sort of things. So it can vary, but normally around 30 it's a good starting point, and then you need to fine-tune it while holding the diff until you feel that it's an appropriate value. Okay, so then we're gonna assign a button for this. So we go into System, Key Assign, and in this case you can choose any button you want, but I'm gonna use the switch to, which is this button right here. We're gonna choose the function for it, which is in this case offset, and we want it to be set to toggle. Okay, so there's just one final thing we need to do before we try this. So the car is already on. As you can see, the speedo is lit up. Go back into settings, throttle, offset, and now you go to the on and off section and you switch it to on, push it down with an arrow, and then you press the switch to. As you can see, it's working. You can switch it on and off with a switch to, like we assigned. So it's doing what we want. And then the test that you should do is try and hold the wheel as you would before warming up the diff, before you run. See how much resistance you have. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overheat your diff. You just want it to be spinning a little bit without going crazy. So just enough to warm up the diff, and I would hold the wheel for around 20 seconds normally. 20 to 30 seconds, not more than that. So fine-tune the percentage of RPM until you get it right for your electronic setup. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.